Hello everybody, my name is Kata and I am a certified personal trainer, group fitness instructor, and I specialize in working with 50 and up. And today I'm going to do a tutorial on planks. Planks are one of the best exercises that we can do that will strengthen our entire body, and they're a great way to practice to get stronger for those of you that want to be able to do a push-up. You want to be able to hold a really good plank position in order to maintain good form when you are doing push-ups as well. So we're going to go ahead and start down on the floor using being on our hands and our knees. And you're going to take your hands and you're going to have them about shoulder width apart. One of the most important things when doing a plank is to have your shoulders directly over your wrists. A lot of times I have people tell me that their shoulders hurt and that it's really uncomfortable for them to do planks, and you watch them and I discover that they're doing their planks with their hands way out in front of their shoulders. So it means that their shoulder blades are not stable and they're putting a lot of pressure onto the front of their shoulder. So you want to have your hands about shoulder width apart. You want to shift your weight forwards so that your shoulders are over your wrists. Have your knees a little bit back. So you can always start like this with a knee plank. Now when we're doing a knee plank, we're not doing bird dog holds. So you want to take those knees a little bit farther back. So your knees should actually be behind your hips. Tuck your toes under and then just shift your hips forwards a little bit and press your weight into your hands and your toes. If this is uncomfortable for your knees, make sure that you're tucking your toes under and you're putting a little bit of pressure into the ground using those toes. That will take a little bit of pressure off of your knees. That will also force you to engage your abdominal muscles. If that still doesn't help, you can put a little bit of padding underneath your knees. You can buy those little foam pads that you can get in the gardening center for people that are doing gardening. Roll up your mat and it provides a little bit of cushion. So those are a couple of options. So if you want to switch to a full toe plank, you can just start in your knee plank, tuck your toes under, take a nice deep breath, brace your core, drop your shoulders away from your ears and keep your head in a neutral position. So don't let it drop and don't let it be really high. And you're just going to press through the toes, and all you're going to do is straighten your knees. So your shoulders are away from your ears, you're pressing into the ground, your spine is neutral. We're not sticking our hips up like we would in a down dog, and we're not letting them sag like we would in up dog. So nice and neutral. Quads are squeezed, so you're trying to press those knees up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the glutes and hold. When you need to take a break, drop down to your knees, rest, shift your weight back into your hands, press through the toes, and lift. So bring it down. If this is really uncomfortable for your wrists, you can also drop down onto your elbows. The rest of the position applies. So instead of your wrists being underneath your shoulders, your elbows will be underneath your shoulders. Palms can be flat on the floor. And again, shoulders in your back pocket, toes are tucked under, weight is in your knees. And now if you want to lift up, press into the toes, straighten the knees, and hold. Bring it down, and then rest. So I see a lot of people that try to go for how long can you hold a plank. And you see they just had a gal that did one for I don't know how many hours, and you could tell by the end that her muscles were getting fatigued, her shoulder blade was kind of popping out of position, and her body was just giving up. If you want to go for holding a plank for a longer period of time, and that's a goal of yours, you can go ahead. I personally really focus on quality over quantity. So when you're starting out with planks, focus on trying to hold a really good, almost perfect plank for maybe 10 or 15 seconds, and then rest. And then try it again for just another 10 or 15 seconds. And as you start to get a little bit stronger, you can start progressing and start holding it for 20 seconds or 25 seconds or 30 seconds. Once you can hold it for 30 seconds to a minute fairly comfortably, you can start adding in some different variations, like adding in some hand movement or some leg movement, or even a little bit of hip drops. But the most important thing is quality over quantity. So work on perfecting those planks, getting stronger, and then you will also be able to start getting better at doing your push-ups. So hopefully these tips helped you a little bit, and I will see you next week, and possibly with push-ups. I keep tantalizing the thought of a push-up tutorial, but I wanted to get the plank tutorial done first. So have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you around. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel to get updates and to have access to all of the videos.